Hey everybody, it's Nitro here, coming at you during the new Aboriginal holiday. Uh, I am just going to do a review on uh, what I'm hoping. Well, I'm trying to track down the origins. Players Light. Canada, pretty much way back then, there was, either export, usually blue. Usually it was Export A Blue or green or Players Light. And Players Light is just kind of, I don't know, faded off into obscurity. Because of the fact, well, all economy brands, plain packaging, all that horse shit and fucking ridiculous. But Players, obviously, Players has their premium line out still, which is Players. I think there's Players. Um, Players Original in some provinces, Players Original, and Players Smooth. Players Rich, I think, or Bold. One of the two. One either got replaced. I'm not sure. Anyway, I all I know is the ones with Players, not John Players, but Players, are very much more expensive. About $2 or $3 more. Point being is, I want to track down maybe Players Light. Maybe this is Players Smooth. Would be Players, smooth, lighter. Uh, yeah, pick these up. These were um, says in the receipt, because when I asked, she wanted to know if I wanted king size or regular. I said regular. I always do regular, but oddly enough, it says in the receipt. If you just notice, shitty camera on my shitty iPhone. Go fuck itself. Trying to desperately look for another phone to upgrade because I hate this thing. Anyway, it says regular 25, right? Oh, I asked for regular size, but on the package itself, there's no RS or RG, sorry, and KS. There's no, which was typical of my second last pack, John Players, which was John Players Rich. Didn't have any. Was the slide out pack? Didn't have any. Just yeah. Anyway, so these were $21. That's plus tax. Fuck me. Oh my god, it's expensive. So yeah, these are basically like a $25 pack of smokes. Because good old Nova Scotia to the HST. Yeah, they get the they tack it on where it's a grocery store. It's not like a smoke shop. They just slip it in there under the gun for you. But anyway, I did their review of Pall Malls and wow, it went very quickly. Well, because we couldn't figure out what the friggin' smell was in the house. It was really bad, and we couldn't figure it out. And I found it very offensive. I was trying to like spray with it. I'm like, I thought it was neighbors. It was the Pall Mall cigarettes, the tobacco in them. And I remember they did it before. I think I mentioned it before. They did that. The smell of them. That was one thing I remember of the Pall Malls. They were white filters, like way back. We're talking like when Toast Plain Packaging first started. And oh my god, yeah, I remember the smell. And now I know. Anyway, experienced it. Never would go back once again. But it doesn't seem. It doesn't mean like. I mean, that's an example of some people who say that all Canadian cigarettes taste the same now. That's an example. They can go, they're full of shit. Try that one or try Du Maurier. Reminds me of Du Maurier. Was something weird with the filter. The tobacco smells like shit and tastes like weird. But anyway, um, not much of a smell off it. White filters. Uh-huh. And not go into it negatively, but we can see there is two lines of air holes here. That's just the way they do their filters. You know, every company does different, like brown or short, long, charcoal or composition, whatever whatever it is. But there's two. That's different. That's different because noting that Players Rich had one line like that, with little air holes. But wow, tobacco is very light, extremely light. Anyway. Fucking expensive, so. Tastes very similar to, I think, the Players Rich. Or John Players Rich, sorry. Which are, well, they were so good I had to buy, I think I bought like 3 packs in a row of those. Very similar. These right here. Very similar to what I'm smoking right now, which is Rollies. I'm going to do a review. I'm going to do a very in-depth review of it because there's a lot to explore when it comes to rolling all cigarettes, tubes, and tobacco and the way it's worded and stuff like that now. Because back in the day when I rolled, like it would say on the package or the pouches or the cans, it rolls so many percent more, which is always bullshit. It would tell you fine cut or rough cut or this cut or, and then when they couldn't use that name, they use it this different now. Now I finally figured it out. I mean, for something named John or Smooth, I mean, there's definitely no lacking in strength. I mean, it's a good, you get a decent haul. Hits it back your throat, nice bite. You can notice that she's burning pretty quick. Smells good. It smells like imperial tobacco, which is usually always different from your McDonald's and your Rothmans and your number sevens and your stuff like that from that side of the. Which I do believe there's the two big companies, Imperial, and then there's that. I think who own each other, but Philip Morris, I think, owns one of them in the end. But definitely no lacking in strength. That's a satisfying drag on a regular size filter. Double. If I know my phone probably won't pick it up, but no. I'm using the front facing camera because I can't deal with the back facing because I don't know what I'm looking at, and I'm not a tech pro when it comes to phones. But yeah, biggest thing, this burns fast, and each drag like brings it down very noticeably, very quickly. Wow. Now I have to say I am not exactly. I am not like I don't hate a cigarette that burns quick because usually when I smoke anyway, like McDonald's are known for going quick and usually pretty strong and stuff like that. Um, I like my cigarettes to be quick. Usually I'm smoking in between doing something or hiding it usually or stepping outside of a building or in the middle of something. You know, sneak a smoke in. You know, usually the way I roll when I am out and about. Uh, so I mean I don't. In comparison, would be like an Export A, which is acceptable to get King. Export A Blue are very long, large, um, and you know you can take your time with those because it's just a fine cigarette. This it's almost gone. Right away off the bat, I'm fortunate to say I'm going to be left wanting. I just don't feel like I'm satisfied with that. It's good. It's only the first cigarette out of a pack. I've never had Player Smooth. I don't think. This far into the post packaging, and with this slide out, this is supposed to be obsolete soon, in November. Um, so I'm thinking like this is an older pack. And I'm sure in the drawer there's probably the rectangular packs, slide out packs, which are going to be the universal one for all provinces all across Canada starting November something. But I say that because I got JP Rich and they were in this slide out pack, which I like it because it's like a novelty. Plus these stand up to any kind of punishment, really. Um, and yeah, and the rectangular packs, well, they do too, but they're just not not the same as this. This Players is the only one that has this slide out packaging, which is gonna be bye bye because it's gonna be rectangular packs as far as I know, for everything. Which I got a taste of because when I got the JP Rich the second time, it was the rectangular pack, and you could tell just by like the feel and the printing on the on the paper and everything that was new. Uh, Probably what's going to be from there on out, but yeah, that's good smoke. Really good smoke. Is it worth the $25? I don't know. I think that's going to remain to be seen whether or not it's going to be worth that much money for me. But like I said, I'm tracking down Players Light. So I can't imagine Players. I've had this Players before, and I've had it just say Players before. I remember not being that impressed by it. On the website there, it says Players Original. Um, but yeah, very good cigarette. Like I said, quick burn, unique filter, unique pack. Obviously, they're premium brand because John Players is their economy. And yeah, post this up quick for you folks, and I'd like to get my review of rolling tobacco started because that's pretty interesting stuff. There's a lot to explore there. There's a lot to do with when it comes to your filters, your cut of tobacco, your humidity, your roller, price, etc., etc. So, anyway, Player Smooth, great, good cigarette. Certainly not downplaying it. I'm just on the fence because of the price. So, yeah. This says on the receipt, Players Tobacco, Players Smooth, abbreviated Reg 25. So I'm wondering if the reason why there's not an RG or a K king size marking on it is because they actually have totally different packaging for both the king size and regular size. So I don't know how that would work. I mean, you could tell if it was king size, but she did ask the lady, and I just said regular. It says regular on the receipt. Doesn't say anything on here. It just it is what it is. But to be honest with you, I can't recall Players being king size a lot. Not something they're known for. I know Export are always king size. It always used to be back in the day. But yeah. Anyway, folks, recommend it. Pick it up. The unfortunate thing is, man, I'm gonna have another one right now. I'm gonna chain smoke this. Maybe it's just in my head, but not having a great day. Maybe that's it. But and my shitty phone, I can't really edit videos or anything on it because I won't update to the latest iOS because I'm just waiting out the phone and the contract and buy out and get another phone because if I update to the latest iOS, I can't go back on it. If it shits the bed and crashes my phone, then it's not supported anymore because it's just an iPhone 7 and yeah. I'll be looking into getting a new phone. So, and yeah, anybody who's from Ontario, these are on sale. For the last 3 or 4 years, I got these Muskoka. They're great beer, unfiltered, like, and it's a variety pack, and I love variety packs of beer. They come out with this every year. These are on sale today because they're unfiltered beer, and they have like a best before. And that's what I like about these are Mad Tom IPA. This one, it's 6.4% beer. It's strong beer. But what's great about it is you wouldn't know. Tastes like what you'd think of most of the, the stupid, everybody says IPA on their freaking beers. It used to mean India Pale Ale, which Alexander Keith is the only one who does that, which is brewed here. Found it here. I'm not a big fan of it. This is very much of a. It tastes like a grapefruit. But very good. I do like there's like in this pack, there's a cream ale. Excellent. And then there's one called the Detour. kind of tastes the same as this. That's their only fault, I think, is all their beers in the Roddy Pack kind of taste kind of the same. Even though there's the cream ale, and then there's the craft ale, and then there's the IPA, and there's yeah. But it's West Coast citrus undertow. Yeah, I was right. Very much grapefruit. But you can tell me a 6.4% beer that good, that smooth. Not gonna find many. I went to the store. Gonna get my Moosehead, but oh, and also they had the Pump House variety pack on. I had to get that, and I did. But I also got this because it was $6 off, and you know. But Muskoka survival pack or something. It's like $31. A little bit expensive, but it's variety pack. It's great, and it's unfiltered stuff, and has clear mark best before date. It says to drink before that. Yeah. So, yeah. BB and an East Coast guy. That's high praise. Hope folks you have a good holiday today. I don't know if you're working today or not. This holiday is new. I know the liquor stores, which are government run, they have it off. I know Walmart is staying open. I think it's pretty much just personal preference. I really don't know. I think for the most part, it's government. I kind of like one of those statutory holidays like Natal Day, where all government like banks are closed. Get the holiday. Government like liquor store, uh, and like government jobs like civil servants and stuff. We get it off, but yeah. Couldn't let that go for $6 off of that bag. But most of these are due before October 20th, so these have to be done first. Good beer. It is strong. It is a very strong. It tastes just like the grapefruit. Yeah. This would go great with anything heavily salted. So chips or anything like that would be great. Not necessarily red meat. I wouldn't pair this with the red meat. Maybe the cream ale or something like that. I would go a little less on the fruity side, like citrus side. Would go better with red meat. But I know beer usually gets people to eat like in the mood for steak or something salty or even something sweet. It's probably more lend itself to a sweet side, sweet and salty, but not so much. I wouldn't pair it with anything meaty. Fish would go with it. I'm not. Very nice. And it's just as I remembered it. So they're doing a good job, but consistency, I think, is a proof that they're doing something right. That's why a company or any product becomes popular, is because it's consistent. So, yeah. Well, anybody who remembers Players Light, give it a shout out. Tracking down the old Players Light. God, that was a good cigarette. That's all you needed. This Players Light. Yep. Uh, Let me butt this out halfway through. Maybe I didn't. Brain's telling me something I don't know, but. It even tastes. It tastes similar to the Pall Malls too. When I say that, you get that. You take a bite and then you get that up the nasal. When you exhale, you get that taste on the top of your palate. I hope it's not. You know, the case because those Pall Malls were first good, like then bad, and then weird taste, and then like the smell affected your taste too, and then I couldn't figure out what the fuck it was. The smell was so fucking bad. Like, and like I had company over, a friend over, and like, what the fuck is that smell? I said, can you smell that? I'm like, yeah. No, I'm like, it's the neighbors, because the neighbors sometimes the smoke would come into my fucking place, and it would piss me off because if I'm gonna smoke and get cancer this way, I'd rather get it just for my own and not the rest of the fucking building coming in my apartment somehow. But yeah, no, it turned out it was the Pall Malls, and they have a very pinpoint. I guarantee you, if you got a pack of De Maurier and did you know smoke them exactly side by side with the Pall Malls I did that review of, just previous to this, I bet you money they taste the same. It's the only other cigarette that has that weird taste and has the weird filter to boot. Because the filter was brown there, the king size brown, pack of 20s. Again, I got those cigarettes on recommendation from one of my subscribers here. He's commented already and whatnot, but yeah, if you pair them up like side by side with the McDonald's king size, which I had, you could barely tell the difference. All it was a little tiny shade of brown on the brown filter between the Pall Mall and McDonald's king size and a Pall Mall one that I did a review of XL bold. Barely tell it. Just you'd have to look at it and just kind of blink and see just a little bit of. Otherwise, tobacco's the same. It looked the same size, same color. Like I said, it was just like almost like just a little bit of a brownish hue, which is kind of funny. But here's the thing: McDonald's was fucking way better because I got them mixed up into the rotation, and then I started smoking. I'm like, oh fuck, well that's a lot better cigarette. I'm like, oh, these are McDonald's. So McDonald's, like I said, that's still not my favorite anymore. But if I would have to get McDonald's, it would be king size. Makes it doable because they just taste different. They're just like a different filter, a whole different cigarette when you get king. So that's a good thing. Take a note, folks. If you get stuck with McDonald's, go with King or McDonald's nowadays, anyway. Way better taste and everything like that. I wouldn't say. I'd say the strength is a little bit lighter, but yeah, acceptable. Anyway, I ramble. I will ramble on and on. So, folks, let me know what you think. And I'll probably post this video and delete it off my phone and post another one Because I got no memory. Oh, folks, have yourselves a good day.